Yo. All right, so 10 most expensive foods in the world. I want to see what's on this list. God damn, that's
Very rich are privy to an array of incredible experiences most of us will never come within shouting distance of, which is why we tend to regard them with a strange kind of jealous fascination. We'd all like to know, even
I don't get jealous about nobody being able to eat shit, cause I can cook. Your boy is chef, so
if just for a day, what it's like to spend money like water, fly on tricked out private jets, wake up in a multi-million-dollar home, and hang out with
I've done that, so I don't. Yeah. I'm not even mad at nobody on
money
that one.
like water, fly on tricked out.
Now, see this right here. Not even joking. I've flown so much in life. I've not done a PJ though. Not done a PJ. Never been able to do that. But nowadays, it's actually become a thing where it's if you've saved up bread for a good amount of time and you got a group of like 10, 10 friends or something like that, there's ways that now people can actually hop on PJs and go just about anywhere in a group sort of setting. So yeah, the house was the one I was trying to stop at.
Out private jets, wake up in a multi-million
So this is cool. I don't want that. I don't want that for my home. Now the indoor outdoor swimming pool, actually what I would want though, I'd want an indoor pool and an outdoor pool sauna situation set up, whatever. But this right here, nah. Cut that house in that mansion in half. Maybe three quarters great, but cut it in half. I'd be perfectly fine. I'd have enough space, enough rooms to do all kinds of stuff, and everything else would literally be for entertainment purposes. There would be, especially if there's a lower level, obviously like a basement sort of situation, but it's part of the living structure. That's perfect. You had a basement going on. I need an outdoor kitchen whole setup along with the indoor kitchen. You just got to do it that way. But that's too much fucking house. I can't envy that.
dollar home and hang out with celebrities and supermodels. But if you're a foodie, we're about to give you several more reasons to be jealous. 10 of them to be exact. Assembled from all around the globe, these culinary delights are off limits to all except those with ridiculous amounts of
Is it too much house? It is. It legitimately is. The only way that it works out is if and you gotta have a family. Like if you one of them, but people don't have kids like that no more. Back in the day when they was having like 10, 11 kids or something like that, that much mansion, and you got the bread to actually support that kind of family lifestyle. I mean, you bringing up motherfuckers who potentially are going to be engineers, the next fucking president possibly, athletes, all kinds of stuff. You got space, but then like when all the kids are gone, then what you do with all that house?
money to spend. They're the 10 most expensive food items in the entire world. And unless you're among the super rich yourself, they'll
Say you can hit my bad. He was pausing. He said you can have all the bitches in the other rooms, my guy. Like, listen, I don't think I want them staying in the crib, cause like this ain't robbing me. No.
empty your wallet just as quickly as they'll fill your stomach.
I saw the bowl of chicken noodle soup. That's chicken noodle soup back there. I'm like, wait a minute. Why is this being shown right now? Special delivery pizza, $4,200. I I remember a Mr. Beast video where they did like it was like $1,000 pizza. Maybe it was more than that. But the first thing that's getting to me here is I'm thinking every one of these dishes are going to have gold leaf in it. Gold leaf is always what puts it over. That one that motherfucker salt bear whatever. The $1,000 tomahawk steak. $1,000 for a tomahawk? Cuz really? And it's only because it was wrapped in gold leaf. Gold leaf don't taste like shit. You pooping it out afterward too. Get out of here.
We start things off with one incredible pizza, one you'll never find on the menu at Domino's. In 2006, world-renowned chef Domenico Crolla of Glasgow, Scotland, created a pie intended for a St. Valentine's Day meal, which he...
In Scotland? Okay. Well,
dubbed the Pizza Royale 007. It's unclear why he chose the James Bond reference. Perhaps he needed the super spy to hunt down all of his ultimate
I
pizza's
see gold
ingredients.
leaf.
Among the pie's more extravagant toppings were caviar soaked in fine champagne, choice cuts of smoked salmon, and lobster marinated in the finest cognac available. Then, for good measure, he topped off the assembled pizza.
Did he just say cognac? Did this... Yo, hold up. Is this an actual person or is this a bot? Did he say cognac?
Champagne, choice cuts of smoked salmon, and lobster marinated in the finest cognac available.
It's cognac, my boy. First off, lobster is soaked in cognac. Smoked salmon is fire. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Sometimes, like breakfast, it's funny the way that like breakfast is seen like the world over. I think we did that where we talked about and even watched a video about breakfast from around the world. And here it's one of those things where you will find yourself eating like fish and different things like that, or just about whatever. Breakfast is like whatever you want. If I want to wake up and eat cake in this bitch, like that's what it is. But this to me, so I just lost train of thought there. I had a brain fart. Oh, the salmon. The salmon for breakfast, if you've never had what they call lox and schmear, but like a bagel with a good, like a fucking good cream cheese, even like a garlic cream cheese, and then smoked salmon on it, motherfucker, that is the best breakfast in the world. Anyway, let's keep this going.
Then, for good measure, he topped off the assembled pizza with a healthy amount of 24-karat gold shavings. Fortunately, all of this decadence was for a good cause.
Okay, because I was about to trip right now. He said it's for a good, it sounds like a good cause. I told you, gold leaf.
The pie was created to raise funds for the Fred Hollows Foundation, a nonprofit with the goal of eradicating preventable blindness in developing countries. At auction on eBay, the pizza brought home a winning bid of $4,200, snatching the record for world's most expensive pizza from a slightly less extravagant white truffle pie created by London's Maze Restaurant, which is owned by none other than famed chef Gordon Ramsay.
So 4,200, it should have sold for 50 racks. I'm just saying, at that point,
this
that was for a good cause.
Was once considered the world's most expensive dessert, and it can only be found in one place, at the Fortress Resort and Spa in Sri Lanka. At its base, it's simply a cassata, a traditional Italian sponge cake. But this cake has been tricked out with enough expensive fillings and decorations to make it worth slightly less than your average new car. The cake itself is flavored with a...
Yo. How wild does that sound? Slightly a dessert that costs slightly less than your average new car. Excuse me, it's eat this or have a whip. Now, if you ball it out of control, if you live in a way that they were showing the people living on there, 14 racks don't mean too much to you. But nigga, it's still 14 racks. You know, like I could eat at least 3 of the last pizzas instead of just dessert.
A fruit-infused Irish cream and filled with a mango and pomegranate compote with a Dom Perignon Champagne Sabayon. Adorning the dessert will be hand-carved chocolate sculptures of the stilt fishermen, which can be seen throughout the area, along with delicate edible leaves of gold. And to top it all off, the dish is decorated with an 80-karat aquamarine stone. This incredibly flavored
What the fuck does the stone have to do with the dish? You can't eat that. That's my birthstone, by the way. Now, do I get to keep that? If I get to keep that, it's still not worth 14 racks. But it's a once-in-a-lifetime sort of thing, sort of dessert, whatever. And I get that. But, cuz, I'm sorry. Give me a whole-ass tiramisu. Like, you can keep the aquamarine. Really?
blindly constructed dessert is truly one of a kind, but if you want to indulge, bring your platinum card. The amazing seaside resort may boast suites starting from only a couple $100s, but the Stilt Fisherman Indulgence will tack a hefty $14,500 onto your bill.
Lord have mercy. English Wagyu beef pie.
The Fence Gate Inn in Lancashire, UK is home to the world's priciest beef and mushroom pie. It's a traditional dish enjoyed by Brits of all stripes, but this version, as you might have suspected, uses slightly fancier ingredients than tradition demands. To start with, the pie is stuffed with about $1,000 worth of Wagyu beef, which is only obtained from one of 4 breeds of cattle native to Japan. The chef then adds exquisite matsutake mushrooms, which go for about $1,000 per pound. Black truffles and the requisite gold leaf are then added before marinating the entire mixture in 2 bottles of 1982 Chateau Mouton Rothschild red wine, which itself rings up at about $4,200 per bottle. It's then baked inside an expertly prepared crust. The pie is served with...
Oh, no. You're not going to talk about all the fillings and everything else and then tell me that the crust is nothing special. You like, listen, hold on. That crust better have something in it. Like, that is wild to me. Here's the problem with that. I don't know if you guys have ever had beef pie, shepherd's pie, anything like that. Or even like a really good, what's it called? Oh my God. I was just thinking that I want to make this too. Oh, what is that? Beef stew. All right. I mean, essentially, that pie is essentially a beef stew broken down, thrown in there with a couple other things. But the mushrooms are, those mushrooms are going to die in that pie. It like, especially with all the wine and everything else. I hate to say it, because even the Wagyu is it's a good and intense flavor on its own. Adding something so heavy as that red wine, I'm almost willing to bet everything in that bitch tastes exactly the same. You're eating one, you take a slice, no matter how much of anything and everything else you get in it, it all tastes exactly the same. Yo, but what's good, Scope?
Champagne and can feed 8 people, which is a good thing because this is one bill you're going to want to split. The entire pie costs $15,900, or just a little under $2,000 per slice. But
look at that. Listen, not gonna lie, I eat the fuck out of it. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. But you are not really going to be. I mean, this has to be made perfectly in order to get the differentiation of all the flavors, and you can't add the mushrooms too soon. They have to come in like almost last few minutes of the mixture itself. The baking process isn't that big of a problem. Won't kill it too much because all you're really doing at that point is just trying to get the crust right, and it shouldn't be cooking the internals too much. But 2 racks a slice, nah, bro. I mean, give me 800. Give me 800 on it. I might go for that.
Chef claims that it's totally worth it to experience the best beef and mushroom pie you'll ever taste in your life.
I don't know.
Melons are something of a delicacy in Japan since they're difficult to grow there, which can make them pretty pricey. The dansuke, a rare black watermelon grown only on the northern Japanese island of Hokkaido, is the world's most expensive watermelon, but it was put to shame in 2008 by a pair of cantaloupes which sold for over 3 times that amount at auction. The melons, grown in the Yubari region of Hokkaido, were judged along with over 100 others as part of a competition before the auction and took home the top prize. They were purchased by a local restaurant owner and businessman for the princely sum of $23,000. For a time, they were the most expensive melons ever sold. But in 2018, the president of a Japanese fruit and vegetable packaging company commemorated his firm's 30th anniversary by purchasing 2 prize Yubaris for the equivalent of $29,251 US. The melons were kept on display for a couple of months before being cut into pieces which were given away for free to customers, just so a few lucky common people could experience the reportedly otherworldly taste of the king.
Do you know how mad that sounds? So a few common folk can get this otherworldly, exquisite flavor of a Yubari cantaloupe. First off, this is the most Japanese shit I've ever seen in my life right here. Not even gonna lie. Like, I believe that It's obviously real, but this is just, it's not shocking or surprising to me that it happened in Japan at all, because you cannot be the head of any major corporation here and let a motherfucker one up you. This is why, like, I want to open a restaurant. As I said, I need to open a restaurant here and just fuck people's heads up with food. And then have on my own property grow certain things that you won't commonly be able to grow. And here's what you do at that point. Because one of the biggest things here is the first of anything in any season. First strawberry. I saw this like even last spring. The prices. Oh, my God. The differentiating prices depending on where you are and when something had come like in season. Lord Jesus. It's bad enough like seeing the price of apples here. I'm like, what? Excuse me? But strawberries, melons, and things like that, this shit is serious. Yo, I want to grow like the first couple of melons, strawberries, grow some shit that is very rare to have here, and then put it in the restaurant and charge 50 racks for the dish. Like, that is crazy. You know how many cantaloupes I've eaten in my life? How many fucking what are they called? The green melons. I'm sorry, they're better than cantaloupes too. I can't even think of the name of them. Or they're better than they're better than cantaloupes and they're better than watermelon. But it's the green ones. Like, eaten so much of this stuff in my life. Not once. This is how fucked up we are as human beings, that all of a sudden you get to judge and make a cantaloupe 29 racks. Get the fuck out of here, man. Wow. I'm not doing it.
Of melons.
He said, yo, Bullet, you paying for that? Hell no. This gonna kill a motherfucker or what?
The Serendipity 3 restaurant is a New York landmark, having been featured in several Hollywood feature films, including one even titled Serendipity, and famous for their frozen hot chocolate, which sounds a little counterintuitive but is apparently so good that Jackie Kennedy once tried to steal the recipe. Serendipity 3 produced a sundae called the Golden Opulence, which was listed in the Guinness Book of World Records as the world's most expensive dessert in 2004.
I see gold leaf
but it only cost a mere $1,000. The restaurant's owners soon decided it was time to outdo themselves, and did they ever? The frozen Haute chocolate, a decidedly higher-end version of their famous dessert, is made from a combination of 28 expensive chocolates from Africa and South America. It's topped with 23-karat gold shavings and a truffle imported from France, and the drink is served in a gold-lined crystal goblet adorned with an 18-karat white gold bracelet. The spoon it's served with is made of solid gold.
18-karat white gold bracelet and a golden spoon. Am I keeping these items at this point? Like, first off, this is going to be a rich ass dessert right there. Like, you only getting 2, maybe 3 spoonfuls of this before your body goes into chocolate fucking coma. Like, I can understand this being called death by chocolate. Like, some stuff is just so rich, your body's just like, oh, that's good, but oh no, I can't do no more. This is that thing right there. Get the gold leaf out of there. All you're taking up is space by volume for me at this point. Get the gold leaf out of there and just keep all the chocolate and everything else. The bracelet and the spoon, if I'm keeping that, whatever, you know, I must get all the bitches if I eat that shit. Oh, Scope, you stupid. You stupid, boy. Yeah, I must get all the bitches if I eat that shit. Yo, oh my God.
And yes, you get to keep all the adornments, which is a good thing, because
that answers my question.
Will set you back a whopping $25,000.
25 racks. Ain't no taco 25 grand.
Granveos Los Cabos is a 5-star resort in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, an area where you could probably pick up a fantastic taco on any street corner. But if you're looking for a truly singular taco experience and have money to burn, you'll want to stop by Granveos Frida Restaurant to check out the culinary masterpiece created by
I feel like I'm about to get mad.
Juan Miguelio Acala. The world's most expensive taco begins with Kobe beef and langoustine, a type of prawn indigenous to Norway. Almas beluga caviar and black truffle brie cheese are added to the mix, along with a salsa made with exotic morita chili peppers. The taco is served in a gold flake-infused corn tortilla, and you can see what true luxury tastes like for the low price of only $25,000.
Nick, no. Have we watched this before? Because I feel like this feel. Excuse me. Okay. Let me calm down real quick. Oh my God. 25 racks for a taco? You done lost your whole rabbit ass mind. What? Okay, he said gold leaf infused tortilla. Okay. And I don't even think he said tortilla correctly, but I'm just going to let that slide. Tortillas are so easy to make, you guys. Like, seriously, all right? You can make, I did flour tortillas, and I remember when I did the recipe, I put it up on the site, on YouTube, and the cost, if I break down what it cost me to make 60, maíz is going to be the same, if not slightly less. But 60 fucking tortillas cost me $1 and some change to make when you take all the ingredients and break it down to cost. It was less than $1, to be honest about it, if I'm thinking about this correctly. Now, gold leaf, if you guys don't know, you can go and buy gold leaf. This stuff is not expensive at all. It's just not. The Wagyu beef, okay, I'll take that. That's some expensive ass meat. Langoustine, all right. If you want, it depends. It all depends. But langoustine, honestly, isn't that expensive. And better yet, I think you should use prawn instead. Prawn and langoustines are very close to being the same fucking thing. And you can easily find this. What else is there? Oh, the salsa. That shit didn't even look that good. Even if it was, all right, cool, run that. Those are nothing more than chipotle chiles. And if you don't know what, and I'm not talking about the restaurant chipotle, I'm talking about the actual chiles themselves. This taco, 25 racks. Now I'm gonna fuck around. If I got the bread, I'm gonna eat it. But then I'd be mad at myself. Because honestly, this should be no more than fucking a 250, 300 in a restaurant, marked up, all right, and giving it its classy, fancy pricing. This should be no more than a fucking 300 at max, $500 taco. 25 racks. Now somebody's sucking my. Hold up. Oh, yo, that's crazy.
$1,000. As long as you've got that kind of money laying around, you might as well order drinks too. A handcrafted white, gold, and platinum bottle of Ley 925 Pasión Azteca Ultra Premium Añejo Tequila can be served on the side for only an additional $150.
Oh, nigga, I just had an aneurysm. Only an additional $150. Now, I ain't gonna lie about that. Y'all know I'm a tequila loving motherfucker. I just like if anything, I'd be like, bypass the taco, give me the tequila. Like, let's keep it a stack. 175 racks for one taco and a shot, nigga. Woo! Oh my God. He said food put gold on food and say it's 28K. Yeah, no, it's true. Just order gold from Amazon. This shit Elon must be. No, he don't. Elon don't eat like this. Like, you know, what's crazy, Trump's ass, all kinds of money. He eats the shittiest food.
$50,000.
McDonald's all the time. Drinks Coke. Caviar of caviar.
Speaking of Alma's caviar, if you end up enjoying it on your incredibly pricey taco, you may want to hunt some down for yourself. It won't be easy. It's made from the pure white eggs of an endangered fish, the albino beluga sturgeon, which is only found in the Caspian Sea. Also, the fish that the eggs are harvested from must be at least 100 years old. As you might expect, this makes Alma's caviar one of the rarest foods in the entire world. Even your average run-of-the-mill caviar.
Who's asking the fish how old? Hey, what's up, cuz? How old are you? Who's doing that? How do you know? Like there's certain things in the world that you can figure out the age of. I didn't think fish was one of those things. Except no, that's not. Well, I know sharks, they can figure out the age like based on teeth mark and stuff like that. Alligators, different things, crocodile, because those they technically never die. If you didn't know that, I think is it alligators or crocodiles? One of them technically never dies. They just there's certain things that happen to them that kills them, but they just could potentially live for hundreds of years or longer. It's such a weird thing. But who the fuck? Hey, yo, cuz, pull the fish out. Hey, you a hundo or nah? Nah? All right. What?
Practically synonymous with a luxury lifestyle. But Alma's caviar is so scarce that even those who have the means to sample it might find it hard to come by. The white gold holds a place in the Guinness Book of World Records as the most expensive caviar of all time. Around $32,000 for just a kilogram of the stuff. Of course, Chef Alcala over at the Grand Velas Resort seems to have a pretty good source. So if you have $32,000 lying around and just have to know what the fuss is all about, maybe he'll hook you up.
Yo, no.
The Lindith Howe Country House is a 4-star hotel in Windermere, Cumbria, UK. Its head chef, Mark Guibert, knows that his countrymen and women love a good pudding, and apparently reasoned that the very, very rich ones would need a very, very expensive pudding to satisfy their tastes. With this in mind, he created...
Nah. This is just your way of getting over on rich motherfuckers. Like, legit. This is just your way of being like, you know what, you rich son of a bitch, you about to pay me. You gonna pay me. And you know people are gonna do it. That's just all there is to it.
The fanciest pudding on the planet, made from 4 varieties of Belgian chocolate which are considered the best anywhere. Infused through this special blend are essences of peach, orange, and whiskey, along with edible gold leaf and champagne-soaked caviar. The
Everything is
served
had
in
gold
an edible
leaf.
Fabergé egg. And then just to up the fancy quotient as much as humanly possible, it's topped with an actual diamond. Just keep in mind that if you're planning a visit to Lindith Howe and want to sample the world's most expensive pudding for yourself, you'll have to order it at least 2 weeks in advance.
Could you imagine somebody eat that and forget the fucking diamond? Like you slice into it, the diamond falls in somewhere.
The white
they fuck
Alba
around
truffle,
and eat
found
it.
only in the Lagny and Montferrat areas of northern Italy, is one of the priciest foods on earth. They're extremely hard to cultivate and highly sought after. But from October to November each year, you can visit the region's truffle fair, which attracts buyers from all 4 corners of the globe. Even regular truffles can fetch up to $300 per pound. But the white Alba, recognizable by its cream-colored flesh and distinctive marbling, is only for those with insane amounts of money to burn. They generally go from $3,000 to about $23,000 per pound, and
it's
some larger specimens have sold at
fungus.
auction for truly dizzying sums
Bro.
of money. A Hong Kong real estate investor shelled out $160,000 for a truffle weighing about...
Again, here we go. Hong Kong. Like, listen, this is the most Asian shit in the world. And I mean this. Like, you don't understand. Maybe one day I'll tell y'all all this, that type of shit. But this is truly the most Asian thing in the world to do. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and pop over here to buy fungus for 160 racks. You know why? Because I'm better than you. And I want to prove I'm better than fucking everybody here. Like, that is crazy. Yeah, I just go to the little thing, just sniff it, take a bite out, and be like, this is shit. And just, oh, man. Oh, God. You know what? I'm just waiting. Somebody's going to be like, yeah, I'm selling toe fungus on fucking line. Somebody will probably buy it. Let a fucking some celebrity. I just can't believe I said that, but some celebrities just like, I'm selling my toe fungus. Somebody out there will buy it. It just is what it is. We had a bitch selling bathwater, and she wasn't even that cute. So look, whatever.
3.3 pounds, and in 2010, a pair of them sold for a whopping $330,000.
God damn.
The world's most expensive food is actually a beverage, and there's only so much of it that exists in the world. It's a 1907 Heidsieck, far from the world's oldest champagne, but it certainly has a more interesting story than any vino any of us have ever tasted. In 1916, the Swedish freighter Jönköping, which counted several cases of the wine in question among its cargo, was sunk by a German U-boat, and it remained at the bottom of the ocean for 80 years. Fortunately, these conditions were ideal for champagne storage. The pressure on the ocean floor was roughly the same as the inside of the bottle, and of course the precious cargo was shielded from light. The ship was raised in 1997, and about 2,000 bottles were recovered, although not all of those were in saleable condition. You can buy the current vintage of the same champagne online for around $120 per bottle. But if you want to try the shipwrecked version, which sources say is absolutely mind-blowing, bottles are currently going at auction for an incredible $275,000.
Listen, nah, they lying. They fucking lying. Yo, listen to me, cuz champagne, and I've had so many different champagnes, but all champagne boils down to this right here. You get a couple sips in, you're good. Because if you drink too much of it, it's going to taste gross. It's going to taste the same as everything else. It's going to be disgusting, and you will have a hangover the next day. Guaranteed. That's just... If you're buying this and saying, you know what, there's history to this. There's history to the bottle. There's history to the actual champagne inside of it. If you're buying it for that purpose, I can almost accept that. Art. That's what people do with art. People do that shit for a person's signature, for a basketball, on a basketball, whatever. But to tell me that it's worth it because of the taste, the flavor, the essence and the ambiance it creates, you're full of shit. I'm sorry. You are full of shit. Wow, that is mad crazy. So those, I guess, yeah, because that's the end of the video. Yeah, so what to you all was worth it on that list? I'd rather drink the bath water for cheaper. You stupid. Oh, that's crazy. What on that list would you want to try if you could? And is any of it worth it to you? I mean, honestly, I'll make the taco. Not even bullshit. Getting the caviar, that specific caviar is out of the question. But getting fish eggs is not that hard. Like, for real. Getting a good caviar to like go on something like that. That's the ultimate surf and turf taco. Not gonna lie about it. You can keep the gold leaf out, honestly. I don't want it on there. But just to make that taco itself, I'd run that easily. Am I spending 25 racks on it? Fuck no. The tequila, if I had that kind of bread, I'm getting a shot. I ain't even gonna lie. Hands up, I'm getting that. No lie, for real. But there's nothing else on that list that really made me like, I'd spend that bread. Even if I had that bread. Because I'm sorry, I can think of too many other things I can do with that amount of money. What was the dessert? 14, 15 racks? Came with the aquamarine. That would be cool for me to have. Because again, that's my birthstone and shit. You know, just be like, bam. Look at that, 80 karat aquamarine. But the dessert, I'm not even a dessert fan. The melons, fuck that. Not spending 29 racks on a melon ever in my life. Don't care what kind of bread I got. I could be the first trillionaire. Nope. The pizza, that was for a good cause. So I definitely go with that. But the only other thing on there really for me was like that taco. That taco looked legit, but again, no more than $500. No more than 500. If I were to pay for one of those, it better come with head or something. Listen, I'm not one to condone those types of things, but I understand. Oh my God. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get switched over. I'm gonna hop on to Fortnite.